You talk about faith. That's something that you write on your arm. You got that kind of going out there. I peep that. I see that on you. When you're going out there, you talk about faith. So talk about God. Talk about faith and how much that means to your upbringing and how much that means to where you are right now.
I mean, as I said, I wasn't in the church house that much growing up as a kid. Anytime I went to my grandparents' house, I was. But as I said, single mom, raising 3 boys. Sundays she was working, so it wasn't like me and my brothers were going to take ourselves to church. But I always believed in God. I always believed in the Word and try to get it one way or another the best I can. And felt it was always important just for me to keep that relationship, to pray every night and just have that, even though I wasn't always in the church. So growing up, and I always felt that I had his love, I had his support. And I think that's where the faith started early. And the reason I write faith on my wrist is so I used to write mom. When my mom got sick in college, I used to write the MOM. And then after she passed, I got the mom tattooed on my wrist. But during her memorial or funeral, she had told the pastor that was giving the service or whatever, three words. And she had 3 boys. And each word meant something. My oldest brother was fight. And he was fight because he's the one I used to always fight. She used to fight with him. He always fought for what he wanted and what he felt like he deserved. And so it was a good fight. Finish was my middle brother. He was there when my mother passed. He lived with her that whole time that she was sick. He has like a semester or so to finish his college degree. So he was finished. And then lastly, I was Faith. And just on the simple fact of always keeping my relationship with God through not being in the church or not having the right, I guess you could say,
environment
or something, or atmosphere that some would say it's easy to have faith, but always believing in myself, believing in my family, believing in my brothers, the people around me, and that was the reason I was Faith. So now I continue just to write that, just to remind me that's something my mother's last words were for me.
Man, that's outstanding. And I want you guys to really realize that this is not a show. I mean, I'm seeing this guy, and it's not a show. And how I know is because I'm leading the Bible studies, I'm leading the chapel services, and he's 100%. He's 100% in every chapel service that we've had this season. He's there. So you go from the situation that even Mr. Craven was talking about, people not being able to have the same opportunities we have. What do you mean you can't go to church? Right. That's unthinkable for me and many people in this room. But he wasn't able to even go to church because of the circumstances that he grew up in, but never from that foundation forgot to go to church.